Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the favorites list. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies that we are looking for positions on next week. All of these are giving our signal down here. Our strategy, again, is to buy when this blue wave is down here, given green dots, okay, just like it did there in March, just like Bitcoin did there in September. And you could even see it back here in 2022. Okay, when this wave is down here, we're in a bear market. I think we can all agree that we're in a bear market. We have been in a bear market since we called the top back here in July, August at 124 to 125. We've gone down for 8 months on Bitcoin. Okay, we got this signal a couple weeks ago, and it has moved. I mean, it is up about, I want to say 8% off of that signal. We've had a little bit of a 3% pullback. People are freaking out about a 3-4% pullback this week on Bitcoin. But overall, the last couple of weeks, it is up. It is a net positive on the month. You can see the candle on the month is green, and it's bouncing on a very good spot here. So again, I know the sentiment is bad. I know everything sucks. I know these red days are awful, okay? But this is what separates the men from the boys, okay? And the Spartans from the men. Okay, because a lot of people don't want anything to do with crypto right now. Everybody's bearish right now. You guys can read the chat. Okay, the sentiment is terrible. Guys, that's great for us as buyers, as someone who wants to buy and own assets, right? Things are going to be exciting again. I don't know when. I don't know when they're going to get exciting again, but they're not. It's not going to happen tomorrow, right? We're down here. We've capitulated, right? We've gone down for 8 months. Crypto has gotten smoked over the last 8 months, okay? Again, we got our red dots up here in August and September. Those were the topping signal. If you guys weren't taking profits up here, okay, and you rode this all the way down, again, you didn't sell on a sell target, right? At a sell target. So, again, everybody wants to talk about the best way to buy. I personally think the best place to buy is when this wave is down here giving a green dot, okay? I think that's the best time to buy, okay? Because I just look at the data, okay? Down here, time to buy. Down here, time to buy. Down here, time to buy. Okay, down here, time to buy. Up here, time to sell. This is when everything's exciting, guys. The markets are not exciting right now. It's honestly kind of hard to get on here every day and make videos on a market that's just going sideways. Okay, I want this just as much as you guys right now. Okay, but patience. Okay, patience is what pays in the market. Buying and selling is easy. A monkey could click a buy button. A monkey could click a sell button. Okay? Waiting is the key. Waiting is how the money's made. 90% of this game is waiting, guys. So, again, I think we can all agree we're down here, right? 8-month pullback on crypto. Okay? Stocks have kind of been going up for a while. I'm not really thinking about too many stocks right now. I could care less about stocks. I think the number one sector to pay attention to right now is altcoins based on the chart. Just because, again, you just saw Bitcoin's chart. Okay, Ethereum, same thing. Look at this. We called the top right here in August. That red dot came at 4,800. It went all the way down to 17. So, of course, people are mad. Because, again, this is when everyone's asking, is it a good time to buy Ethereum? Is it still a good time to buy Ethereum? Down here, everyone's, oh, bear market. It's coming, right? We're going to zero. It's all over. It's all over, right? We called the bear market up here, folks. So, a lot of people are calling the bear market down here. This is the time we just pin our ears back and right? If we're looking at ourselves like farmers, we need to be putting seeds in the ground, right? Doesn't matter. Day-to-day price action. Ethereum's down 0.26% today. 0.26%. Not even down 1% today. Okay? We're fine, folks. As long as this dot stays green, we have to remain bullish. It doesn't matter what's happening, who's bombing, who's saying what Trump's tweeting. It doesn't matter. Okay? As long as the dot is green, we need to be buyers. And the dot on Ethereum came 2 weeks ago as well, down here at 1,900. So you're up. Like my Ethereum position, it's up right now. Okay, because we bought down here off the signal. So we're 2 weeks in, and we're up around, I want to say around 10% off that signal. Is this going to hold? I don't know. Okay, I'll flip my stance, right? I'll have to make a decision if a red dot comes. But as long as the dot stays green, we are fully bullish on altcoins and these names that we're going to hit today. So, yeah, just stay calm, folks. Stay calm here. Again, if you're buying when everybody else is bearish, when everyone else is saying watch out, when everyone else is saying it's over, the sky's falling, gas is 470, we're all screwed, right? It's all those are the times we want to invest, okay? The best investors I've ever listened to say you buy when everything else is, when there's blood in the streets, right? You buy when there's blood in the streets. You buy when no one's having a good time, when no one's having fun, okay? I'm not having fun, okay? I am not. I'm having fun because I got you guys, right? We're the Spartans, right? We win and lose together, ultimately, and we just understand that the market's going to bounce back. It's going to bounce back eventually. I don't know when, okay? I'm thinking 1 to 6 months from now because that's typically how long it takes to get from here to here, right? This one on Link came in April at 11, okay? Up here at 30. That took from April to August or September. That was a 6-month hold right there. So, again, if you entered off this signal on the 23rd, you're only 3 weeks in. You're only 3 weeks into a 1 to 6 month swing. So if we're going to have red weeks along the way up, right? But that's okay, right? Because overall, we know that the trend is up because this dot is green. So just going to hit the watch list today. If we can get this video to 100 likes, I'll take some chart requests here at the end. So if you guys could smash that like. What's going on, Fort Chum? Ari, good to see you. Slow Train, what's up, brother? Dusty Slay says, we are having a good time. I'm having a great time. I mean, the market's not, but, you know, everything's good, man. Ronnie, what's going on, brother? We're not here to get rich quick, right? The Bible teaches us not to be hasty for wealth, not to want to get rich really quick, right? We are investing, right? We're farmers who are planting seeds right now. Okay, there's a season to buy and there's a season to sell. Okay, the season to buy is when this thing's down here. Okay, it's down here. Okay, if you get some green dots and it goes the other way on you, it drops 20%. What are we doing? We're not changing our strategy. We're continuing to plant. We're continuing to accumulate, right? Every single month. Investing is not a linear thing that you do just one time. It's something you should be doing on a weekly or monthly basis, right? Putting a little bit of that paycheck away. Okay, buying assets that you believe are going to grow and exponentially, you know, increase in value over time. So, what's going on, Tina? Hey, Crypto JPEG, what's up, brother? Tracy, how you doing? Fireblog, hope you're having a good time, man. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Let's get through this watch list here. So we're going to start up here with ZBCN. So ZBCN, this thing is on the watch list for next week. So this is the favorites list. I'm actually going to just share this with you guys. I'll share this at the end of the stream with you guys so you guys can download the same exact list. But ZBCN's had a really nice week. We got that signal on March 2nd. That was back there at around 0.0019. It is now up around 30% from that time. So on a 30% jump, normally what I'm looking for is for a pullback on the 4-hour. So, right, you missed the green dot. You didn't get in down here at 0.009. You missed that 30% jump. I don't like to rush to buy after a 30% jump. What I like to see is a pullback on like a micro time frame, like the 4-hour. The 4-hour pairs really well with the weekly. So if this comes back to like 0.0022, somewhere in these EMAs, I think that'll be a good time to take a stab at this. A lot of people bullish on this. Again, signal came a couple weeks ago, so this one shouldn't be on the favorites for this week. That was more of last week and the week before. I don't like to buy after a 25% move up. You'd want to see a pull back maybe to 0.0022 or so. P-Sky, this one's looking interesting. So we got the signal here on the 17th. That came right there at 10. It popped up to 14 and then gave it all back. But if you look at the daily here, it is trying to reverse. So these guys announced that they're buying Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Is another media company, Paramount Plus. You guys might know Paramount Plus. They're streaming services, so they're buying another streaming service. So I think what they had to do was sell some stock in order to make that deal happen. It does have a daily showing up today, so I'm looking for this thing to snap back. My target's still up here at 19 on this. Their revenues look good. Again, buying a company costs some money, but it'll be interesting to see what this thing does next week. I would play this. I thought about averaging down here at 9 today, but I didn't do it. Ultimately, looking for the weekly. I want to see that thing get back over about 10 in the next couple of weeks. We got, oops, I actually just took that one off there. We got Axel. Axel is still holding green on the monthly. So they actually had an announcement on Twitter today that they're announcing a new partnership in the next couple of days, so that'll be interesting. But it does have the green monthly still, and that green monthly dot is one of the most accurate signals you can get. If you go to Bitcoin, again, the last time Bitcoin got a green dot down here was back in 2023. Okay, we called the bottom of Bitcoin at 17,000. I know that's hard to believe, but 17,000 back here in 2023. There's some people in the Discord still today that bought it back there and are still holding. But 17.5, again, the monthly dot down here is a great signal for an asset that you believe in long term, and Axel's given you the first one it's ever gotten. So this thing's capitulated really hard. You can stake it for about 12% on a DeFi platform called Kepler. So I'm just collecting 12% on this. This is a position that I'm actually in, but that green monthly is very, very bullish there for Axel. We got Bitcoin. Bitcoin's on the favorites list just because I think we need to watch it. Again, the bottom, in my opinion, right now is in at 59,000. I do not think we're going lower than 59,000. Does that mean it's not going to go lower than 59,000? No. But as long as this dot stays green on Bitcoin, we should be bullish, right? We shouldn't be listening to the news or the sentiment or how we feel or what we think is going to happen, right? We go off the data here. And the data tells us that as long as the dot is green, the trend is up. As long as it's red, the trend is down. So if Bitcoin flips red here, okay, what we can do is we can short it, or we can set a stop loss at 59. But that thing's holding up above 70. I'd love to see this thing close above 70 this week. What's the daily saying? The daily's pulled back for 3 days in a row, and you're getting a green candle here today. So I'd love to see this close green here today and then continue this move up, at least back up here to 94. So still bullish on Bitcoin, guys. The stop loss, you could even move up here to 62 if you wanted to. I keep it down there at 59, though. As long as we hold 59, I am bullish on Bitcoin, and we'll see what it does here in the short term. The 4-hour is trying to build a base here. Just looking for that explosion here. This weekend's going to be a big weekend for crypto. It'll be interesting to see where we end up closing the week here on Sunday. Solana, same kind of story. We had that big capitulation event there in February. Okay, I still like this one a lot above 70. That one is still green here on the weekly as well. So again, as long as the dot is green, we should be looking for these red pullbacks. Right, we should be looking for these to enter. If you guys didn't enter on the green dot with us down here at 80, you should be looking to enter on pullbacks like this, right? I mean, it went all the way up here to 98, and it pulled back to like 86. So again, as long as the dot is green, we're still bullish. We're still down here, right? The wave is still down here. Again, you don't get these opportunities to buy stuff like this very often, guys. Like here's Ethereum. Ethereum's another name here. Again, down here, you literally had 1, 2, 3 times over the last 4 years. 2023, you should have bought there. 2024, you should have bought there. 2025, you should have bought there. 2026, you should be buying right here. So again, I am very bullish on altcoins. Very bullish on altcoins going into spring here. Yeah, if we can get another 40 likes, guys, I'll take some chart requests from the chat. I appreciate it. Wow, we're already at 60. I appreciate you guys, man. I love it, dude. I can't wait till this market starts to flip and go into our favor. It's gonna. I mean, we're all still here right now, looking at this, and this has been one of the nastiest. It's been one of the nastiest pullbacks in a while. We had a similar one on Ethereum here from 2024 down here to 2025. That was about a year of pulling back there from December to about April, and then April we turned and went the other way. I mean, this pattern is pretty much setting up identically, except this started in August. So this has actually been longer than this one. So again, the people that stick around and they continue to buy, continue to hold at these levels are it's always up here, right? It's always when the wave's up here, you're like, damn, I wish I would have bought down there. But you're not thinking like that in the moment, right? You're worried about, oh, what's it going to do tomorrow? Or what's it going to do next week? Or what's it going to do, in the next hour? A lot of people are trading these micro time frames, right? But we're worried about the long term, right? This move right here from April to August, that took 5 months, guys. This took 5 months to play out. It wasn't like, oh, we bought the green dot and boom, we were up at 5K the next day. No, it took a while, right? And there were red weeks in between, right? Red week, right? It happened. So as long as the dot stays green, though, we should remain bullish, right? Like Bob said, we shouldn't worry about what people think or what people say or what the news says. Here at Overkill Trading, we go off of the data. We go off of what the chart says, okay? And again, we trade the macro time frames. So the reason we trade the macro time frames is because the signals are much more accurate. And the reason they're more accurate is because there's more data in each time frame, right? So each one of these bars is 1 month worth of time, right? That's 1 month worth of data right there. Well, a lot of people are in here on the hourly chart. Each one of these bars is 1 hour. Okay, so look how many dots you've gotten here just since Saturday. Look at all the signals. okay? But if you go to the weekly, right, you rarely get these. You get these maybe once or twice a year with the wave down here below the white line, okay? And the reason we buy when this wave is below the white line is because that means we have capitulated, right? It's dropped at least 50%. We want to buy after a 50% drop, okay, on good assets. If Amazon stock, right, if Amazon stock went down 50% tomorrow and was sitting at $100, you guys would probably all buy it, right? You'd probably all be buying because you know Amazon's going to be around forever. So it's the same idea with other assets. We just want to be thinking about what we're buying, right? There needs to be utility. Ethereum, I mean, they're building the whole new financial system on Ethereum. So Ethereum's not going anywhere. Ethereum's like the Microsoft of crypto. It's not going anywhere ever, in my opinion, unless the founder's like someone that's dirty or something, or he rug pulls us. I don't know, right? There's risk to every investment, but ultimately we can look at the data and say, man, if we want to own Ethereum, there's one good time a year to buy, okay? And right now it is that time. And I said this back here in April too, and people were laughing at me, dude. I was getting trolled in the comments. Okay, and I'm okay with that because, again, there always has to be a buyer and there always has to be a seller. That's what makes up the market. But when 99%, I mean, I go read our Discord right now and everybody's bearish. Everyone's talking, I don't know why, but people are bearish. Okay, and that's okay, right? Again, you need a bear and you need a bull. Okay, but if 99% of the retail investors, the same people that were telling you to buy Ethereum up here at 5,000, that it was going to the moon and it was the next Bitcoin, okay, now they're telling you to sell all the way down here. So it's like, you know, again, I trust the data. I don't trust myself. I don't trust people online. I don't trust the news. I trust the indicators and I trust the data. That's how I got to invest. It's a logical way of investing, right? We think about things logically here, not emotionally. Okay, we just got to, when you use the data, when you use the charts, it takes away the emotion. Right, it takes away the emotion, and again, it's hard to buy and hold, especially when the news is just pounding you with news. Right, Iran's getting bombed. This is happening. That's happening. There's troops going to Iran that are going to be on the ground, and right, there's just so much news right now, so much negative news. Up here, the news isn't negative. Up here, the news is, yep, we're back, we're winning. Everybody's good. Everybody's having a good time. And that's when we want to cash out, okay? But as of right now, the news is obviously going to be bad, okay? Because they want you scared. They want you in despair. They want you running for the hills. They want you selling and going to chase the next shiny object, right? Down here, we are not scared. This is where we want to buy. This is where we want to accumulate as much as possible. Because when the market does bounce back, and I don't have a crystal ball to tell you when that is going to happen, and if anyone's out there telling you that they know when it's going to happen, they're full of themselves, right? They're full of it. Our time frame is 1 to 6 months, just because that's what the data says, right? 2023, October to March. Okay, that's November, December, January, February, March. That's 5 months from here to here. Okay, right here in September, that was September to December. So September, October, November, that was 4 months. Okay, April to August, that was 5 months. Okay, and I don't know how long it's going to take to get back up here, but looking at the data, I'm saying 1 to 6 months. And that's what our strategy is, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, we are swing traders here, okay? 1 to 6 months out on all investments, okay? Not day trading, okay? We're not day trading. If we buy a green dot and it goes down the next week, you're not following the plan, right? If you're selling, if you're panicking. Because you need to be able to wait at least 6 months on these signals. At least 6 months. Okay, that's the minimum wait time. I say 1 to 6 because sometimes it can happen really fast. Sometimes it'll happen in a couple weeks. Okay, so 1 to 6 months is the typical time frame. And if you guys are not familiar with our strategy, I'd highly recommend checking out the trading course over here. It's completely free. That'll teach you about the strategy and the indicators we use here. That'll talk about the red and green dots, right? The moving averages, the Fibonacci, the EMAs. You guys will learn everything in that free trading course over there if you guys are new. We need another 29 likes, and I'll take some chart requests from the chat. 29 likes. Let's get it to 100 likes, and I'll take some chart requests. We're just hitting our watch list. We hit our watch list every Friday here. Arrow's still holding on here as well. Okay, up above 27 cents. This one looks very strong. Again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. If it prints a red dot, we have to make a decision. Okay, but ultimately, I just have a stop loss set right there at 20, 26, 27 on that one. But that one is still looking strong here. We just want to see that green dot hold into next week. Okay, and above 26, we got to remain bullish here on Aerodrome. It could drop all the way to 29, and we'd still be bullish on it. Litecoin, same thing. Okay, just totally beaten up here. Okay, totally due for a bounce here. It's possible we could just chop around for the next couple months. I really hope we don't do that, but it's likely that we could just kind of go sideways before that move higher. So just be prepared for that, but it does have a green dot down here. It is in a very big support zone down here at 50, dating all the way back to 2022. So I think it's a great time to be buying Litecoin. We got Intuit. We called this one out right here at around 375. It popped up. I would like to see this one hold on to 400 now, but that one is still looking bullish. Yeah, the 4-hour looks really good here too. So you could almost even move your stop loss up to like 420 if you wanted to use a tighter stop. But above 400, that one's bullish. I would like to see it break out over 480 here. One thing I want to check real quick is the VIX. So normally when the VIX is going up, the markets are getting crushed. So you could see that the VIX normally hits this spot right here around 30 or so and rejects. Sometimes it goes way up like this, like it did back here in 2025 and again in 2024. If that happens, right, that's normally indicates the top when the VIX gets up here to 60. But 30 is normally a big level for it, right here between 25 and 30. So we did reject off 35 here. So what we're wanting to see is the VIX come down, right? Because when the VIX goes up, everything else is going down. So you can see the VIX was up here at the highs at 60, okay? Okay, the wave was way up here. The VIX was up here at 60, and Ethereum was at the low, right? So when the VIX is going up, everything's going down. So the VIX has been going up, right? Which tells us, like, a good rule is if this thing hits 30, you buy, right? So it hit 35 last week. Now we just want to see it melt back down, because when it's going down, that's when the market's going up. Okay, and it did reject there off 35. It didn't print a red dot this week. I would like to see it print next week, but I'm going to be watching that next week too, like a hawk. But I think we're really close, guys. I think end of March, April, like it's possible we could just consolidate here for the next couple of months, go sideways. I hope that doesn't happen, but it very well could, right? We can't leave that out. But I think all the big drops are done. Sure, we might drop 5, 10%, but I don't think we're going to go down another 50, 60%. I just don't see it happening. Again, when we go sideways, this is when the smart money loads up. Okay, they're not buying up here at the top, not trying to time a bottom. They're kind of buying when things calm down. Okay, so nothing wrong with little consolidation. Doge still green down here. I like it above 8 cents. CEDIS, I think, is one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies on the market. If I were to have to go all in on one, it'd be between probably this one, XCN, and Chainlink. But up above 0.013 on CEDIS looks really good. I really like this one. I'm staking it right now on their website, earning around 10 to 20% APY. So very bullish on CEDIS. That's the same thing as Aerodrome, but for the SUI network, they're both decentralized exchanges. But I'm very bullish on CEDIS here. We got Ondo. Ondo's still green. We also got the MACD crossover as well on Ondo. So this one's looking very good still, up above 23 again. It's been very boring, guys. Very boring weeks. Okay, been about a month and a half of just going sideways. We're not going down. We're not going up. We're just kind of chopping, right? Just going sideways. We're ranging here from 29 to 23. Nothing's happening. So until we break out over 29, 30 cents, right, the move's not going to happen. Okay, we need to get over that 29, 30 cent level there. Sui's still in the same range. So again, ranging down here from 79 up here to, I would say, $1.20. So we're just kind of chopping. So chop, 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 rip. But the dot is still green. We got the MACD crossover this week. I think we're really close here, folks. Sui, I think, is an absolute steal down here below $1. Okay, everyone was talking about it up here at 5 back in 2024, 2025. Everyone wanted to buy Sui. Now it's at $1 and people are just very quiet. I think Sui is an absolute steal here, under $1. And then Chainlink, of course, as you guys know, is one of my largest positions, and it is still green. So it's still sitting down here at 9. I think Chainlink under 10 is another generational wealth opportunity here for crypto. Again, everyone's excited to buy it, asking, hey, is it still a good time up here? No one's talking about it down here. Okay, we were selling our Chainlink up here in August, September. It's now down here at 9, and we are rebuilding the position. So up above 7, this thing's bullish. I mean, it could go all the way down to 7 and still be bullish. Just watching that one. As long as it's green, we're bullish here, folks. We were up 12% last week. We're down 5% this week. So that is still bullish. Next week's going to be a big tell. Next week's going to be a really big tell. CRO, same thing. Look at the chart. On this chart, what does it look like the best time to buy? That would be down here. All the way back to 2023. 5 cents up to 18. 6 cents up to 24. Okay, right here in March, you got one at 7, all the way up to 40, and we're right back down here, baby. So all of those look phenomenal. Those are my top, pretty much my top crypto picks. We got a few more cryptos up here as well. PayPal's still green here too. So I would love to see this one break up here above 48. It's kind of putting in a bull flag. The bull flag would be confirmed if it breaks back out over 49, but the dot is still green, so we are still bullish on PayPal. One of the most undervalued companies on the market right now. I think they're sitting at like a 7 or 8 PE ratio. And just to put that in perspective for you guys, Warren Buffett looks for companies. He says companies are cheap when they're trading between 15 and 20 PE. Okay, PE stands for price to earnings ratio. If you don't know what that is, you could look it up online, but he looks for companies trading between 15 and 20. PayPal's trading at like I think it's somewhere between 7 and 11 right now. So that's like how much they make to their earnings, and they make $9 billion a quarter, and they're sitting at the lowest price in 10 years. So as someone who is a long-term investor, a long-term swing trader, I love a pullback like this. Okay, I absolutely love a pullback like this. And we entered on this one back down here at 40, so we're up a little bit. But I would love to see this one reverse and get back up over like 48 next week. Really watching PayPal very, very closely next week. XLM still looks good here, up above, I would say 13 cents. That looks really good, up above 13. We just want to see that dot hold there. Radium's still green. This is a Solana DEX, still looking good, still green down here. Render is still green as well. Had a little pullback this week. That just looks like an opportunity. Again, if a name goes up 40% one week and pulls back 11% next week, that's not bearish. Okay, I would say as long as it holds on to 140, it is very, very strong. Okay, as long as that dot holds green, it is very strong. Here's XRP. I think the bottom is in here for XRP right here at 110. That was the bottom back here at February. We're right on our 4-year moving average right now. The 4-year moving average is that blue line on our charts. Okay, we want to buy into the mean or below the mean. The mean that we use here, the averages are the 1-year and the 4-year. Okay, the 4-year average is a place where we like to buy. We call that a fair price. Okay, we can all agree that buying at a fair price would be buying at the average. Buying up off of the average means you're buying at a premium, right? The majority of people were buying XRP up here at $3.50. Everybody was screaming about it back here in January and July. You guys remember that? Okay, what were we getting? We were getting our sell signals up there. Okay, thing pulled all the way back down here to 120, or it actually hit about 110. But I do think the bottom's in here at 110. Again, the dot is green, so we're bullish, looking to buy pullbacks. Fubu still green as well, down here at $1. I like this one still. Sitting at the lows here from 2023 and 2024. It found support back here at those levels. It's a penny stock, but I actually do use the service, and they do actually have earnings. So I do like Fubu next week. That's an interesting penny stock play there for next week. Here's Near. Near's also green here and breaking out over the 9. Still looking good. I would say a stop loss at 110 would be good on this one. Again, look for the red dot to sell if it comes. I want to see a bounce on this one here this weekend. I want to see these prices bounce here this weekend. I want to see it hold that 9 EMA. But watching that one, BMNR, this is a Bitcoin treasury company. So this looks very strong here above 17. Again, the dot is still green, so we're still bullish. Unless it flips red, we have nothing to worry about. Okay, as long as it's green, we are long. Okay, we do not change our stance unless it flips to red. Okay, still looking good. Path, this one's breaking out here. Very nice breakout here. You could put a stop loss on this one at 10. Or a less conservative stop would be down here at like 950, but that one is trying to break out. And I still like it. Yeah, we got the signal, what was that, last week? Down here at 1050 to 11. It's sitting at 12. That looks bullish. Snapchat is one of my largest stock positions here. Okay, again, down here, it's actually at all-time lows, but again, it doesn't make sense. They're making more money than they ever have. 1.7 billion in revenue last quarter, and they're the lowest they've ever been. That's more money than they were making. Back here, they were only making 380 million, right? That's almost 500 times, or 5 times the earnings they were making back here. This thing went all the way up here to $80 last time it was down here. So very painful dip here on Snapchat, but right, we like the pain. Okay, we embrace the pain here, and we want to buy when things are bloody, and it's very bloody on Snapchat right now. And I think it's a great company. They have one of the largest social media user bases out there. So fundamentally, it's strong. Technically, it is very, very overdone to the downside. So I think either someone's going to step in and buy these guys out, or they're going to figure it out. So still long on Snapchat. ZS, I actually added this one this week. I think the bottom's in here on this one down at 140. Again, got the signal there a couple weeks ago. And again, we pulled back over the last 2 weeks off the signal. Okay, but above this level right here at 135, it's very bullish. Okay, this is a cybersecurity company here. Look at the monthly trying to flip here too. Okay, that monthly trying to turn green there. Watching this one. Watching these cybersecurity companies here very closely. This one's down below the mean. That blue line, see how we're down below it now? So we're buying stuff at a discount. Okay, if you go back to the cheat sheet, that mean, that average, we just used the 4-year as a reference. You see how it bounces on it. It bounces on it. It bounced on it right here. Okay, it's below it right now. So that tells you that, hey, we're in despair. This thing's had a nasty pullback from 335 all the way to 150. So very beaten up. Okay, I like it down here. ZS looks good for next week. BX printed the green dot. This is Blackstone. So up above 101, Blackstone looks really good here. Again, you're seeing the signal pop here this week on Blackstone. Okta, another cybersecurity company here as well, gave the signal last week. This one looks very strong here above 68. We got Zillow. Zillow's a real estate name here, one of the biggest ones. Again, way below the 4-year average right now, up above 40. It looks good. TEM, this one's selling off. This one doesn't have the dot yet, but we'd be looking for the dot next week, right? I'd be looking for the signal here next week. Again, this big capitulation. We went from 100 all the way down here to 46. That's a 54% drop. Okay, just looking for the signal there. We want the pullback. We like the pullback. This is one of the biggest AI companies out there, Tempest AI. Oracle, still green as well. Still looks very strong here above 130. The Honest company. I like the monthly on the Honest company. The monthly looks really good here on the Honest company. I like this one a lot above 190. Looks very strong there above 190 there on Honest. BBAI is breaking down. So that one had a green dot there last week, but it actually broke its support there at 350, or I'm sorry, 360. So if we print red next week, you could see this one correct maybe down to 240 to 3. But you could have bought that one, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Right there at 370. You're down about 10 to 20 cents right now. So this will be interesting to watch. If it prints a red and capitulates, we'll definitely be looking to get the next signal. Like if you get a green one, right, and then a red one and it goes down 20%, we typically look to average down on a green dot when we're down 20%. So watch it. If this thing comes down here and hits 3, I think that'd be a good level to buy it. Just got to watch for that next week. We got GoodRx. This thing is just getting hammered, dude. Okay, this thing is just getting hammered. This thing was up at $60 back in 2021. It's down here to $2. I mean, it's sitting as a penny stock right now. They have decent earnings. They're just not growing their earnings. That's the problem. They're just sitting really stagnant. So there was rumors that Trump was going to partner with these guys. I think the strategy right now should be to short anything that Trump says is going up, or anyone that he's partnering with right now, at least, because that's what all his stocks, everything are just going down. But GoodRx, this was in the rumors of it being a partner of Trump RX. And who knows, maybe he's going to buy it out or something. But up above 175, I think GoodRx looks really interesting here. I see commercials for them on TV all the time. We got Plug Power. That one took a dump today. But Plug still looks good. This is an energy play here, hydrogen energy play. I like this one up above 160 still. It does have the dot, and it has yet to break out. Watching this one going into next week there. And then HIMS. I really like HIMS here too. That one is green. It gave the green dot down here at 15. It gapped up, so we're way up on the position. Okay, this thing could pull all the way back here to 1950 and still be bullish. It could fill that gap right there and go. But I like HIMS a lot. I'd be looking to buy any pullback on HIMS here. I think over the long term, this is going to be a great investment. Up here, we're targeting 58 to 60 right now on HIMS. And the last one's going to be SMCI. So this one got absolutely raked today. We bought this one back here in January. It did nothing for 2 months. And then today it went down 33% off of the news that their co-founder, look at this, Semicomputers put executives La and Chang, Louis and Chang on leave and fired Sun. What? Sun, Chang, and Lao. Are those real names? After alleged policy violations, company said it follows U.S. export laws and was not charged in the related indictment. So what happened was SMCI's co-founder and apparently maybe the two other executives were smuggling NVIDIA chips to China, probably to avoid paying the tariffs. So China could avoid paying the tariffs. So obviously, news like that you can't miss. Even though the red dot did come actually last week at 30 before this move happened, I decided to hold. Right? No indicator is going to tell you that, hey, this company is like they're doing stupid stuff. Right? You just can't tell. But what I am looking at is that it's coming back down in here to this level. I don't think this will affect the company long term. I think those guys probably get fired, right? And they have to pay a fine or something, and then it goes away. But you could see they fired. Right, they fired Sun, who I think was the co-founder. So he probably had to sell all his stock. He got fired, so he probably had to sell all his stock, right? And a co-founder owns probably most of the stock, right? So when something like that happens, that's what causes a sell-off like this. This is a big executive selling, some big insider selling the stock, right? Probably because he got fired and he was forced to. So not a time to panic, right? Not a time to panic. If anything, we should be looking to buy more. Okay, so I bought right here at around 29. I'm down quite a bit now on it, right? It's down 33% today, but I'm just looking to buy more on the next green dot. Right? If we get a green dot and it goes against us, we just buy the next green one and we average down our position. So if I bought here at 30 and I buy more down here, say it goes to 18 or 1750, my average is going to come down to 23. Then if it goes back to 120, right, I'm going to make a lot more than buying at 30, right? We're averaging all the way down on this. So it'll be interesting to watch this one. That was just on the watch list because I think it's an interesting development. We saw something similar happen with HIMS when we bought this green dot right here. That was right there in December. And then they ended up getting sued and they gapped down, right? Bad news. They gapped down. Everybody panicked. And then what happened? Oh, good news. And then it gapped back up. So sometimes these news events can be tricky, and we've been hit with a couple of these this year. I mean, just out of nowhere. I mean, I honestly don't see that a lot. I mean, I've never seen a company get in trouble for smuggling product to China. I've never seen that in 9-10 years. So, but they do happen, and that's why we diversify, right? Because if we were all in SMCI, we're way down now. But, I mean, if this was only 1 to 2% of your portfolio, it hardly hurts your overall portfolio. Sure, the position's down, but your overall portfolio is not really damaged. Like, I could show you my position size I had on SMCI. It was a 2% position. So this is why we use the 2.5% rule, right? So you come down here. You guys will learn this in the trading course, but never exceed more than 2.5% of your total portfolio on one trade. Okay, 2.5% of your portfolio. So that means if you had a $100,000 portfolio, you would not exceed $2,500 in your portfolio, right? You would not want to exceed a position larger than 2%. Okay, so you could see, okay, this thing is my position's way down. So I had a very small position on this. Okay, I'm actually down 70% on the position, right? So I had a 2% position, a little over a 2% position. Okay, so what that means is I didn't get hurt, right? My whole portfolio from this unprecedented drop today of 66% only lost 1% of the total portfolio because I didn't have a huge position on. I only had 2%. So I'm down, right, 1% of my total portfolio, which is probably around 3,000, probably a little bit more than 1%, but and now, right, now that my position was a 2% position, what can I do? Now I can look to average down on that position on the next green dot. So I'm not going all in right here. I'm just nibbling, right? I'm planting a seed right here. And then boom, it goes down. I'm going to plant another seed down here. And then eventually this is going to come back up here and give us a red dot. And that's when we're going to look to sell. So, yeah, unfortunate event on SMCI, but that does happen in the markets, guys. I mean, it does happen. There are bad news events, right? We call that a black swan. We didn't see that coming. There was no way to tell that was coming today, but it did. So that's why we use those rules, right? That's why we have those rules to where if something like that does happen, it doesn't completely wipe out your portfolio. I'm not even tripping about it being down 30%, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't Doesn't matter to me, right? That just means I can buy more of the company down here, right, at a lower price. Warren Buffett says you should be excited when your asset goes down. You should be excited when your stock goes down because you just get to buy more. Okay, if you're looking at it from a long-term perspective, a stock that you like going down 30% in a day is a gift. And that's the watch list, folks. So I'm going to drop that over here. If we can get another 4 likes on the video, I'll take some chart requests here before we sign off here into the weekend. Let me just go ahead and drop this over here. So favorites for today is March 20th. Boom. Okay, so you guys can take a look at that list. That's like the top 20, my top 20 for next week. I think all those look really, really good going into next week. And again, those are like, when I say I like these for next week, that means I like them for a swing trade of 1 to 6 months. Does that make sense? Right, all of our setups are for 1 to 6 months out. So if we're buying some of these names here, we should be looking out 6 months, which would put us at April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, somewhere around August, September for a top. So again, that's just our strategy. We trade the higher time frames. So we're not looking at short-term price action. We're looking at long-term price action. All right, we got 100 likes. Let's go, baby. What do you guys got? Chart requests. Go ahead and drop them. Dude has 400 million in stocks and he's smuggling chips. Yeah. Unfortunate, isn't it? Slow trade. That just ain't enough. 400 million ain't enough. The Lord does not have mercy on the greedy, folks. He'll spend some time in prison for sure. I see one from Andy in the chat here for ARB. Go ahead and drop your requests, guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and open this up over here as well. I'm going to open our chart requests for Discord for next week. So if you guys are watching the replay, maybe you guys can't make the stream. You guys can now put your chart requests in over here starting today. So I'm going to actually delete this. Okay, chart requests are open. Please limit to 1 to 2 per person. So the advantage of putting your request in over here is it gets covered no matter what. And if you guys could too, please specify whether the asset you are requesting is a stock or crypto. For example, stock. Okay, just do this. It makes it easy for Efren. Efren puts our playlist together. So, like, if I was gonna request Apple, right, I would put stock Apple, crypto BTC, and then you could even add in the time frame that you want to see as well. If you want to see the monthly, tell me you want to see the monthly. If you want to see the weekly, tell me you want to see the weekly. So that's kind of how that works. So you guys can now do that over the weekend. I'm going to close that on Monday. So that's just going to be open from Friday to Sunday, or Friday to Monday morning. I will close it on Monday. So again, if you guys are watching the replay, maybe you didn't make the stream, or maybe you can't make the stream because of where you live. You guys could get your requests in over there inside of the Discord in the chart request section right there. Chart requests. Just drop them over there. We already got some coming in here. So I'm taking some from the chat here, though. We got 100 likes here. If we can get the 200 likes, I'll do an XRP giveaway on the screen before we log off here. So what do you guys got for chart requests? I see one for ARB. Again, ARB's just been down into the right. An ugly, ugly asset. But I gotta believe that the bottom is in right here at up above 8 cents. I like that above 8.5. Would love to see that one break over 12 cents. But as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. As long as that puppy doesn't print a red dot, we're fine on ARB. You should still be bullish on this. I personally don't like this chart because it's down into the right. I like charts that are up into the right, kind of like SUI here, up into the right. Some of these other names like ARB. I mean, ARB is literally the lowest it's ever been. So if you believe in the asset, if you believe in the company and the technology, it's never been a better time to buy. XCN, did XCN print a 4-hour dot yet? I believe it did. It had one right here at around, right around the same price. So it got a red one, and now we're looking for another one. So right now the support is right there at 0.0051. That's a very big support level for it. But we're just staking this one in the meantime, just earning that APY. So As long as that dot remains green, we are bullish on XCN. They are launching their main net here, I believe, in 7 days. They're launching it on the 27th, so I think that's going to be big for the crypto. I still really like XCN. It's one of my largest positions here. I see one for COF. This is Capital One coming down here. Okay, I like the pullback. It just needs the signal. Okay, it just needs the signal. If that came down to like 160, I think that'd be a great spot to buy there. Uniswap. Still looking good. Again, that green dot indicated that this low right here is the bottom at 2.8. Okay, I think Uniswap's very undervalued. I think this pullback is a huge opportunity. That one got a green 4-hour there. So again, the reason we look at the 4-hour is because we want to pinpoint if you miss the green dot. Like this dot came right here at 350. I mean, we're right back at 350 where the dot came. Right, it went up a little bit to 420, and now it pulled back. So if you have the green dot on the weekly, what you could do is zoom in here to the 4-hour and look for a potential place where we might bounce. So that one's telling you right here at 350, that's where we're going to bounce. If 350 breaks, we could come back down here to 3. But as long as that dot remains green, we should be bullish on Uniswap. You could even move your stop loss up to 340 if you wanted to. What else we got? FLR, I like this one. I was looking at this today. It's down here literally at the exact low of 2023. I mean, it's literally sitting at the exact low. The low was right here at 0.00819. Look what it's sitting at, 0.00189. And that has a red dot on the weekly there. So that's a big level for it, man. I mean, that is the all-time low, the lowest price it's ever been. So again, if you believe in the tech, if you believe in the company, if you believe in the project, it's the cheapest it's ever been. So logic would say it's a good time to buy. The thing is, we need to buy good quality projects, good quality companies. I'm not fully aware of what Flare is, but I know they have a partnership with XRP. So if this thing's legit and going to hold on, it should hold on to 0.008. I would just make sure it holds that and doesn't close below it. That red dot is a little concerning, but it's going to be interesting to see if we get a bounce here into the weekend. If we can get back up above those EMAs on the 4-hour, it would look good, but I wouldn't be looking to add to your position if you got in here. If you got in there at 0.009, I wouldn't be looking to add. I would wait for another green dot or for that thing to fade away. What's up, Marlog? Uber. Uber's still hanging out here as well. Still just chopping around. We're in such a choppy market right now. Okay, up above 66, I think it looks good. You had a signal here at 80, another one here at 70, so the next level to buy would probably be down here at like 60 if you did buy at 70. It does have the signal, nothing red yet, but if we get a red dot next week, you might need to cut losses on that one and look to buy it lower. But again, bullish as long as this dot remains green. And we do call out these signals over here, guys. You guys can get all the signals. Here's the sell signals right here. Here's the buy signals right here. We just had a bunch of them close here. So we had a BX, weekly confirmed SMR, AMR, GitLab, RUM, CLSK, and OWL. Those all just came in at 1 o'clock here. Those are all stocks there. Okay, so if you see a red dot on Uber next week, you might need to set a stop loss or look to buy more at a lower price. I see one for ETH. ETH we kind of talked about already. This one's on the favorites for this week, but as long as it holds 1,700, guys, we're bullish. Like, it could come all the way down here to 1,800, and we'd still be bullish on ETH. So as long as the dot is green, we are buyers. We are buying any pullback we get on Ethereum. And it's pulled back a little bit from 2,300. I mean, that's like a 10% drop, but really we went up like 30 or like 20%, right? We were up 15%, almost 20%. We just pulled back about 2. So nothing to worry about just yet. Okay, looking for that red dot. If a red dot comes, then we have to make a decision. But as of right now, we should be fully bullish on Ethereum and altcoins. Do I expect to bounce to the upside this weekend? I don't like to expect things, but I do think there's a chance that we could. Yeah, I mean, if Ethereum can hold on to, if Ethereum holds on to 2,000, right, we're bullish. But if ETH goes back down below 2,000, we're in for some more either consolidation or maybe even a leg down to like 1,600. But as long as it holds, like, it's down 0.016% today. I mean, there's a lot of bears out today, but I mean, we're not even down. We're not even down 1% today. We're just kind of stuck. So we did get those 4-hour alerts here. So we just need to see this explode to the upside. If we break over 2,400 on ETH, okay, if we break that Fibonacci there on the 4-hour, and you can see how tight it's getting. So that means a big move's coming one direction or the other. I'm betting on the upside because right, we have a weekly signal which tells you that the next move's going to be up. But it's hard to say. I would love if ETH gets over 2,400 this weekend, we should all be singing Kumbaya around the fire. Okay, y'all should be letting out those ahs all freaking day long. Right? But again, as long as we're green, we're bullish. Right? This dot stayed green for a long time, all the way to June. Right there at 2,600. Okay, it went from 1,500 to 26. That was around 100% move off that signal over a couple weeks, went sideways, and then really took off there off that signal. But yeah, I'm expecting a move higher. I am prepared for a move lower. Okay, we expect the best. We prepare for the worst. Okay, worst case scenario, Ethereum comes back down here to 1,600, and we just buy more. We just buy more on the next signal. We just keep loading up. Okay, if this bear market wants to last a year, we get a whole year to buy stuff at cheap prices. I mean, every single week, every single month, we should be buying a little bit more, adding 10 to 15% of our paychecks into our portfolios and buying these assets that have pulled back a crazy amount. If Ethereum goes back to 5,000 from where it's at today, back in August, right, when we called that out, right, 5,000 was the top off that red dot. Okay, look at this. If this goes back to there, dude, you're doubling your money. You're making 134%. Would you wait 6 months to over double your money? If you put in 10 here, you're going to make 13,000 up here. You just went from having 10,000 to 23,000. Would you wait 6 months to make that happen? I sure as hell would. So, again, we just got to go off the data, not what people think or what they say or what they feel or what the news says or what Trump is tweeting or who's bombing who. Folks, we listen to the data here. We listen to the data. The data. BTC turned green for the day. Nice. That's a good sign. Bobby boy. Look at that. Yeah, we close here. That candle will close green here in 3 hours. So 70,000 is a big level. Like I said, this weekend, if we get some green candles going in this direction, our target should be like 95,000 for Bitcoin. That would put us at the 50% line. But I like the fact that we're up here into the EMAs. We're attempting to break out here. 70,000 is a big level. Like we're teetering on the frickin' level right now, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, I'd like to see ETH turn green here too. Okay, a green dot over the weekend on ETH would just be phenomenal. Okay, and again, as long as ETH can hold on to 2,000, I'm remaining very bullish on altcoins. As long as it holds 2,000. If it breaks 2,000, we'll most likely see a red dot right here. We'll see a red dot on the chart if it breaks 2,000. So, and we're at 2,100. I mean, this is like the bulls and the bears are just battling right now. But normally after an 8-month pullback, there's not a lot of sellers left. Like the majority of retail is panic sold out and quit, right? They go chase the next shiny object that they think they're just going to get rich on, right? Whereas now, right, this is where smart money, right, the big guys want to step in, okay? They can't buy the smart money, these guys, they can't buy unless people are selling, right? There always has to be a buyer and there always has to be a seller. So unless retail is panic selling down here, they can't buy. That's why the news is so negative, right, down here, because they want you to panic. They want you to sell. They want you to get emotional and say, oh my gosh, it's all coming to an end. The 4-year cycle and the business cycle and this and that, and right, it's all coming to an end down here. But up here, they're fully bullish. Why is that? The news is telling you, yeah, buy Bitcoin. Yeah, it's going to 1 million. It's going to 10 million. It's because they need to sell. They want to sell up here. So when retail's buying, when everyone's excited, these guys are selling. The people that were buying in the drought, in the bad times, in the hard times, they sell up here when everyone's excited. They buy when no one's excited, no one's having a good time. And I would say that about 95% of the sentiment right now, guys, is bearish. I mean, if I look at Twitter, if I look at our some of the people in our Discord, right? I read the chat. It's bearish. There's no one excited right now. I mean, we aren't. It's not exciting, right? It's not going up and to the right, right? We've been going down for 8 months and we're going sideways. So this is what the market does. Again, if this was easy, if making money in the markets was easy, guys, everyone would be rich. Everyone would have a ton of money. The reason everybody fails is because people get emotional. They don't go off of data. They don't go off of logic. They go off of emotion and how they feel and what Jim Cramer's saying, right? None of that matters. I don't even watch the news, guys. The only news I get is from our Discord, just because it's only relevant news, right? We have a news channel up here where we get the big articles. Look, we just had a couple pass right here. CEO Brian Armstrong says Bitcoin will help preserve the U.S. dollar dominance. Okay, $1 trillion wiped out from the stock market today. Look at the fear and greed index in the stock market. It's down here, okay? Up here is when everyone's excited. Down here is when people are panicking. So, President says U.S. does not use the Strait of Hormuz and does not need it. Oh, he's a troll, man. He's just a troll. It is hilarious. What else we got? Daniel, what's going on, brother? ZBCN, we covered both these. Both of these are on the favorites list this week. ZBCN I liked it more 2 weeks ago when it was sitting down here at 0.0019, giving us our signal. It's already up 30% off of that. So how I'd be playing this was, man, I mean, this thing just looks like it's about ready to pop here. I would say I'd be maybe look for a pullback, maybe even on the hourly. I mean, you already got one right there at like 0.023, but yeah, I mean, I'm bullish on this as long as it holds 0.019. I like it. I'd be a buyer down here. I mean, expect that it could drop a little bit, maybe down here to 0.002. But ultimately, that trend is up and to the right. So as long as we hold this low right there, I put a stop at 0.0018. If it breaks that, we got to sell because it'll probably come back down here. But as of right now, as long as that dot remains green, we are bullish. We are buyers, okay? If it turns red, we have to make a decision, okay? But as long as it's green, we should be bullish. Your other request was XCN. This one is also on the favorites list as well. Again, looks very strong here above that 0.004 level. They're launching their mainnet, their website for their chain in 1 week. So I think it's gonna be a bullish catalyst. It could be a bearish sell, the news catalyst, but we'll see. As long as the dot is green, though, we're bullish and holding and hopefully staking. What else you guys got? Yeah, if you guys are new, I got a free trading course like Slow Trading was saying over here. Free trading course over here. You guys can learn all about the strategy, all about the indicators we use, the red and green dots, the EMAs, the Fibonacci, pretty much everything that we use here at Overkill Trading. You guys can learn in that free course over there. It's on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything, and you can also download the trading indicators right here in the trading indicator tab. So you guys can download my entire trading layout. Your screen will look exactly like my screen here when you go through this link. Okay, just click on that link. Takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. But I would recommend watching the trading course if you're new, just to make sure the strategy fits what you're trying to do. It's not a very sexy strategy, right? A lot of people want to day trade and get the quick buck, but ours is more about building long-term wealth and swing trading. So if you guys have any questions about any of that stuff, my email's right there in the trading indicator tab over there. What else we got? Japan has agreed to send Godzilla to the Middle East to help the U.S. open the Strait of Hormuz. Oh, I love you, Bobby. That's funny, man. We need him. We need Godzilla right now, dude. We need Godzilla to come save these markets. That is hilarious, dude. XPL is not on the favorites list this week. This is Plasma. So the bottom for Plasma looks like it's in right there at 7 cents. I don't know too much about this company. I had a buddy tell me about it a while ago, but the chart's just kind of been stuck. So I would say down there at 7 cents looks like the bottom, and I would just be looking to buy the green dots here as they go down. You can't even see the data here on the weekly. Let me see if I could find another chart. Yeah, there's no data yet. So just a very new coin. I don't like to buy coins that are very new, just because I haven't seen their data develop yet, right? There's no indicator data because it just came out here in September. So up above 7 cents, though, that would be your support level. You want to see that hold. Look for the daily alerts on this one because we don't have the weekly. Yeah, we need Godzilla right now. What else we got? Any more requests for today? I see one from Dieter. What's going on, brother? Dieter for S looks good. S still looks good, man. We're still down here at these lows from 2023 and 2024. I think cybersecurity is going to do very well. I think cybersecurity is going to do very, very well over the next couple of years with all the AI and stuff. Up above $12, I'd be bullish on this thing. They announced earnings. Again, you got the green dot. You got the MACD crossover. Everything looks good. We need to see this one break out over like 15. Target would be probably somewhere between 20 and 22. Yeah, probably around 20 bucks would be the target up there in the red zone. So this one looks good. I do like S for a long. I think cybersecurity is going to do very well. I bought ZS this week. This is another cybersecurity company. Again, this wave is way down here right now. It's gotten absolutely annihilated here. Very oversold. So I took a position on ZS. That's my cybersecurity play right now. The other cybersecurity company I like is Okta. This is a pretty big company as well. It's trying to reverse here. That monthly's trying to reverse there off of 60, call it 64. Crypto Zora, Z-O-R-A. Oh my gosh. Yuck. Yuck. Gross. Oh. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like a rug pull to me. It's one of those base network coins, it looks like. Chuck Norris still kicking the Bears, but from the grave. I seen something today. He said, Chuck Norris was the only person to mine a Bitcoin with an actual pickaxe. I think that was Tom. Tom said that. But yeah, rest in peace to Chuck Norris. Maybe that was the catalyst we need to go higher. Chuck Norris passing away. TRX, Tron. Looks good. Got the signal there a couple weeks ago. Looks very strong here above 26. I'd put a stop probably at around 25 on that. But that one is breaking out there. Looks good. Just wait for the wave to come back up here and give you a red dot. What else we got? Anything else? I see RBRK. Rubik. Still green here. So again, that's telling you that this level right here at 46 is the bottom. We're sitting at 49 right now. They did release their earnings. Looks like they beat. And you just want to see it hold 46. I'd put a stop loss at 45 or 46 on this one if I was playing it. Look for the daily on this one, but make sure it comes above that 46 support level right there. If 46 breaks, you could be in for some more blood on this one. Okay, you just want to make sure that low right there holds. Okay, that low at 46 right there holds. If that breaks, you should see a red dot pop. V-Chain. V-Chain's trying to come up the bottom here. Again, the bottom looks like it's in right there at 0.006. That monthly chart is so deep right now. I mean, that is just crazy. I do think this one's going to snap back. It's just a matter of when. Okay, I think that thing will be back up there at around 3.5. Target should be up there between 2.5 and 3 right now. But that one looks like it's making a bottom right there in here at 0.006. GRT. GRT. GRT's down here. This is at an all-time low. So lowest price it's ever been. Yeah, lowest price it's ever been. So what I'm watching on GRT is for a monthly. If you believe in this project, though, you should be. I'd be starting a position right here if I wanted to go long on this company just because of how beat up it is. 50 cents down to 2 cents is ugly, man. Ugly. Some of these coins have just gotten absolutely destroyed here. What else we got? Slow Train says, I've been in it for 9 months, still learning. Made a little bit, haven't lost my shirt thanks to OK. Trading is hard, be patient, start small. You got nothing but time, yeah. The only thing that separates us from being right and wrong, as long as we're buying good assets, right? Good quality assets like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Chainlink, is time. Time is the only thing that makes you right or wrong, right, in the market. You could be really wrong in the short term. Like, let's just pull up Link's chart here. Like, I started buying Chainlink right here at 12 again. I bought it back here in April. Sold it up here for a massive profit. Okay, huge profit up here. Okay, it was about 120% trade. Started buying again here at 12. And look what happened. We got a red dot and went lower. So my Chainlink position is down like 25 to 30% right now. Okay, but sure, I was wrong in the short term, but what's going to make me right in the long term? Time. Giving it time to go back up. So I would say up above 750, Chainlink looks very strong. Okay, as long as it doesn't break 750, it's got a green dot. Okay, I'm not worried about Chainlink because I know what they are. I know what they do. Okay, if it goes lower, guess what? We're just going to continue to buy because eventually it's going to come back up here and give me a red dot. Eventually. I don't know when. It could be a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, right? We're just going to be patient. We're going to continue to buy it as long as we're going down, right? And we're not even going down right now. We're going sideways at the moment. We're just flat, not doing anything. So, again, you could be wrong in the short term, but be very right in the long term. The way I look at it is if Link goes back up here to 56, where it was back here in 2021, it's not going to matter if I bought it at 12 or if I bought it at 9 or 8. Okay, it won't matter if it goes back to 50. I'm not going to care that it went down for a little bit, for a month or two after I bought. If I'm holding till it goes back up here, because I think it's going back up here. Hopefully you think your name's going back to all-time highs if you're buying it, because we buy stuff on a pullback, right? Again, you look at Amazon. You look at Amazon, right? Best company in the world. Okay, look at that pullback back there in April of last year. This is when everyone was panicking back here in April. Okay, tariffs, right? Trump was putting tariffs on China. It was going to crash the world. The whole world was going to end, right? And then what happened? Green dot came, right? Panic stopped, and then we went back up. So, again, if you're buying the panic, if you're buying when everyone's uncertain and scared and not sure, that's what you're supposed to do. It doesn't feel right sometimes. It feels really weird sometimes. Okay, but if you look at the data, it pays off. It does pay off. And the only thing that separates you from it paying off is time. Okay, as long as you're buying good assets. I'm not saying you could just buy anything on a green dot and make money, right? Because if you're buying fart coin or butt coin or boob coin, right, you're probably not going to make money in the end holding that long term. It might be a good little short-term little gamble, but we're not doing that here. We're not gambling here. We're investing. We're investing, right? We're buying assets that are going to pay us, right, over the long term. Think of it like real estate, right? You might get a house for $20,000, but the roof might be caving in, right? You don't want to probably buy that, right? You want to buy something that's probably producing income already, right? That's structure is good, right? The infrastructure is good, things like that. Same thing with a stock or a crypto. You don't want to gamble on meme coins. That's how you lose money, okay? You want to go long. You want to buy things for the long term, okay? And I think Chainlink, Ethereum, all these names are great bets. All the ones we covered here in the favorites list. If you guys missed the beginning of the stream, all of these were the favorites for this week, or going into next week. I just dropped that list over here for you guys in the watch list thread here, so you guys can click on this link and it will pull up the list, and you guys can look at these over the weekend or do whatever it is you want to do. You can save it. There should be a save button right here that you could save it, and you could take a look at it. So, any more requests before we sign off for the week? I think we had a giveaway over here. We got a giveaway in 50 minutes for XRP. You guys can still enter this giveaway over here. Giveaway ending here shortly. Let me put that out real quick. Spartan. Giveaway ending soon. You got about an hour. You got about an hour to get in on this XRP giveaway. All you guys got to do over here is tap this emoji under the giveaways tab. This was from yesterday. We had 100 likes. We hit 100 likes, so we're giving away 50 XRP. All you got to do is click that emoji right there. What else we got? Any more stocks? Any more crypto you guys want to look at before we call it a week here? I see one for SBET. That one is green as well. So huge move up there to 100. Now it's all the way down here at 7. So I mean 5 is the support for that one. It's one more of those penny stocks. They don't really make that much money, but I think they're an Ethereum treasury company, like kind of like BMNR. But $5 is a big level for it. So anything close to 5 would be good. You do got the green dot here on the weekly. So yeah, if you were long on this, you would be buying it here. If you're using our if you're using our strategy. Ari says, would you ever sell if you are more than 50% in the red, especially if the project doesn't have updates, etc.? Yeah, I mean, you could always rotate out if you don't believe in the company, right? If you don't believe in the project of what you bought, you could rotate it into something that you do believe in, right? So if I was down, say I bought Fartcoin. Let's just use Fartcoin as an example. Can we do that? So say I bought Altcoin up here at 150. Say I bought it up there at 150, and it dropped all the way down here to 14. Okay? And I was like, I don't know about this coin anymore. They're not really doing anything. Their farts stink, right? It's just, I don't know, right? And you like something like Ethereum, right? Well, Ethereum's down here, and also Altcoin's down here. So you can rotate out of Altcoin into Ethereum, right? And then if you sell Altcoin, that will show up as a capital loss on your tax statement. So it'll be recorded as a loss. And then if it goes into Ethereum, right? If it goes into Ethereum after that, and Ethereum goes up, well, they kind of even each other out. So you're reporting a loss, and then you get the gain, and then you report the gain on your tax statement. Well, it's a wash trade in the end. So it always just depends on what it is. It's hard to answer that question with 100% accuracy, but I have rotated out of positions this year, and like I sold my Polkadot. I sold DOT because I was down. I don't know. I think I bought it like $2 or something. It went down to like 112. I think I sold it like 140 for a loss. And I took the rest of what I had and I rotated it into XCN because I'm just more long-term, more bullish on XCN. XCN's chart's going up into the right, where Polkadot's chart is going down into the right? So hopefully that answers your question. DUOL. DUOL. If we can get the 200 likes on this video, guys, I'll do another XRP giveaway here. Yeah, DOUL's taking a beating here. Got a green dot here. We'd be a buyer at DOUL here if we believed in the company. DUOL. I don't know much about it, but it is, I mean, after a pullback like that, I'm a buyer. You're at a big loss on Moonwell. Moonwell. So yeah, I mean, that's some of these cryptos, man. So, I mean, Moonwell is back down here at its support of 2023. So, again, I don't know why you bought Moonwell, but the chart actually looks good down here as long as it can hold these support levels. I mean, that's a nasty pullback. But I know more about Ondo than I do Moonwell. But both of them have been beaten up. I mean, sometimes it's good to stay diversified just in case, you know, you did rotate into Ondo and it went down and Moonwell went up. I don't know. It's a tough call, right? After a pullback like this, it's hard to sell stuff just because you know that a snapback is coming. We're at least going to go back up to 55 cents here on Ondo. Okay, I don't know when, but it's got to happen, right? You got the MACD crossover. A lot of bullish indications happening right now on Ondo. Well as well. I mean, Well is sitting literally at its lowest price since 2023, the lowest price in 3 years. So your conviction would have to be very strong on Moonwell here, right? You got to believe that it's going back up. If you don't, then yeah, rotate into something that you do believe is going up. Microsoft breaking below support here. Wow. I should have shorted Microsoft here into the close. Can you still buy puts after hours on Robinhood? I might just short this for fun in case, you know, a bomb does go off and something crazy happens over the weekend. Microsoft just broke a very big support level right there at 380. Excuse me. 360. God, the puts are expensive. 340. Yeah, that broke support there. It broke it right there, 380. So the thing about Microsoft is, that we've been talking about here, is every time it comes down into this blue line since 2012, the blue line's the four-year average, right? We bounce on it there, we bounced on it here, we bounced on it here, we bounced on it here, and now we're testing it again here. So it's since 2012, okay, since 12 years ago, 14 years ago, every time this has hit the blue line, it's been a buying opportunity. Buying opportunity, buying opportunity, buying opportunity. So, I mean, if you're looking at data over 12 years, I have to say this is a fair price for Microsoft. And it does have a green dot. So, I would be a buyer here at 380 with expectations of it maybe going back down here to 310 to 340. Yeah, right? Yeah, we're farmers. We think of ourselves as farmers when we're investing. Exactly. Yep. When the wave is down here, we're planting seeds. Planting. Putting the seeds in the ground. When it's up here, we're harvesting. Planting season, harvesting. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. Same thing with Chainlink. Planting seeds. Planting seeds. Planting seeds. Okay? The farmer doesn't plant his seed and then dig it up every day to make sure it's growing. Okay, that's what a lot of you guys are doing with your portfolios. You planted a seed, and every day you're logging in 17 times a day, looking at the prices, right? And checking on it. You don't need to, right? Just play the signals. We call all the signals out over here, right? Just buy when it's green, sell when it's red. I mean, ultimately, that's what it takes. And you need to sell the red ones up here. So, again, if you guys do not have the indicators, you guys can download them right here in the trading indicator tab. Okay, you guys can look at the same exact charts that I have. Okay, that link is right over there in the Discord. That link is in the description there. Look at Link. Link's about to turn green on the day, folks. Ethereum is about to turn green on the day too, baby. Let's go. Come on, get those likes up. Get those likes up if you want to see ETH turn green on the day. Come on, baby. Yeah, buddy. We didn't get over 2,200. Look at that. Link has turned green on the day. Oh my gosh, it's just battling right now. There's a real battle going on right now between the Bulls and the Bears, folks. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's going to be a big weekend this weekend. What do you guys think? Are you long or short into the weekend? I'm gonna do a poll here. I'm gonna put a poll in here. I want to see. Up or down? Up or down this weekend? Okay, vote on this. I want to see what you guys think. I want to see what the chat thinks. Okay. 200 likes on this, guys. I'll do another XRP giveaway. We're at about 135 right now. Okay, go ahead and vote on that poll. I just made a poll. Up. Yeah. We're up, baby. We did it. Ethereum is green on the day. Shout out to the Spartan Army, baby. Praise the Lord, man. Praise the Lord. We're going up, baby. We're going up. Oh, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. If we can have fun in this market, dude, imagine when we get the bull market, man. Imagine when we get this move back to the upside. Okay? People are going to freak. Look at that. Link back to green. Let's go. Smash the Bears, baby. Smash the Bears. Ah! Yeah. Let's go. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Back to green, baby. Yes, sir. And just looking at these micro time frames, right? I'm gonna hide the EMA ribbon here. You can see if we could find support right here at 890 on Link, you should see it pop up. So, I mean, I'm watching the 4 hour. The 4 hour's got a monthly. The last time the 4 hour was down here on Link, right, was back here at 850. It went all the way up to 10. So, we'll see. These 4 hour charts, I'm watching like a hawk right now, folks. Ethereum's got a 4 hour here too. We really want to see that $2,000 level hold. Okay, and I love the fact that we're back to green here. Did we get news or something? Was there news that just released? Because all these coins just flipped to green on the day. Look at Bitcoin back to green. Where we at, Bobby? Where we at? Yeah. My wife's probably like, what in the world is going on in there? Oh, I love you guys, dude. Oh, this is fun, man. This is fun. Yeah, it looks like we're up, folks. Looks like we're up on the weekend. I love it, man. We need a big fat green week. Clarity Act? Clarity Act agreement? Did that pass? Did that pass? Did we get the clarity? Just in grayscale. I'm not seeing any of that news yet. You guys see that, Axel? I was talking about that earlier. Another chain is about to join the network. We're getting closer. The box opens soon. So they're about to sign another partnership over there. That's why I like them. Axel's one of them that's given the monthly there. See the monthly alert there? Boom. Okay, so they got a partnership announcement coming and a monthly dot. Not pass a verbal agreement. Trump said we are close to meeting our objective on Iran. Thank you. Can you just do it? Can you just say you did it and not tell us? Please. I love it, man. You love to see it. Yeah, Trump knows. As much as I don't like Trump right now, I mean, I voted for Trump. I'll be honest with you guys. I wasn't going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm not going to get political. But Trump says some really dumb stuff. But overall, I think he knows what he's doing when it comes to business and economics and things like that. So he's in office for another 3 years. I mean, yeah, it's been a brutal year, but he's got another 3 years to make this thing go back up, right? He doesn't want to be looking like the bad guy going out of office. He wants to look like a hero. You know, he has way too big of an ego to let the markets just fall. He'll do what I think needs to get done to save the markets. He's not just going to let it crash to zero and for us to go into a 4-year bear market like everyone's calling for. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. So, again, that's my opinion. I think his ego is too big to let the markets crash. And he has re-election, or Republicans have re-elections coming up as well. So, how's gold and silver doing? Gold. I'm gonna make old Bobby Bob. I'm gonna make. Oh wait, no, that's not Bob. Slow Train. I'm gonna make a moderator. Shout out to Slow Train, my brother. So Slow Train, you can now remove chat and messages or hide or put people in a timeout if they're being disruptive. We really don't have much disruption in our live streams. Our live streams are pretty clean. Everyone here is on the same page. You know, we're not here trying to make a quick buck. We're here trying to build generational wealth. Here trying to invest. Here trying to build patience and discipline, so on and so forth. Gold's coming down. Gold's coming down. I still got my gold coin that I didn't sell. I was going to sell that last week, but I just didn't have the time to go to the dang store because I got to go all the way to... I'm not even going to get into it. But yeah, gold's coming down. That's a MACD cross. That doesn't look very good. That does not look very good. Okay, silver, same thing. Okay, we shorted the top of silver, guys. I mean, you can't say we didn't call that out at 120. I shorted this thing all the way down here to 65. MACD crossover. So I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a rotation out of silver and gold and possibly even stocks as well. And I think they're going to rotate into the asset class that is the most beaten up. What asset class is most beaten up right now, guys? Ethereum. Down 63% from the top. Gold. Look at gold. It's up. So why wouldn't you sell and take profits here and then buy something that's very beaten up? Right? The fastest growing asset class in the nation, in the world. Crypto is the fastest growing asset class in the world. Gold and silver is an old thing. You know what I'm saying? I think gold's had its run. I really think gold is topping here. Look at it. Got a monthly green dot as well, or a monthly red as well. So I should have sold my gold coin. My wife's grandpa gave us a gold coin for our wedding, and I was going to sell it last week, and I didn't because I got lazy or just didn't have time. Nothing but love here, baby. Nothing but love. Okay, so there's a verbal agreement apparently on... Do we get news? Why haven't I seen that on Twitter? Come on, where's it at? Grayscale Hype. Wow, a Hype ETF we filed for an S1. Oh my gosh. I don't see any news. I don't see any news about that. Where'd you guys hear that? Huh. Interesting. All right, folks, we're going to call it there. It was a good live, man. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys and doing this, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you guys aren't subscribed, hit the bell. Never miss a live stream. We're live here Monday through Friday here, taking your guys' requests, covering the watch list, doing our thing, staying on top of these markets. We win together, we lose together. We are the Spartan Army, baby. Okay, nothing but love here, like Slow Train said. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. If you guys need me, just hit me up over here in the Discord. We do have a good support chat here, so if you guys have questions or anything, just drop it in the support chat. Myself or someone from the team will get back to you. We will be back here live again on Monday. If you guys missed the live stream, get your chart requests in over here in the chart request thread. I will be closing this on Monday, and those will be the chart requests for next week that we will be answering. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, 141 likes. I love it, man. I love it. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, liking the video, doing all the things. God bless you guys all. May his love and mercy rain down on you this weekend. May many blessings come your guys' way. We will see you guys back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. God bless. Let's go.